Hello and welcome to more Classic Cube Phantom Draft. I have trophied the last two in a row, so we'll see if we can get three. I am feeling a little rambunctious though, so I may or may not draft to win. Could start with Prismatic Ending. I feel like this card is actually just quite strong. Being Sorcery Speed is a bit of a cost, but this card, I mean, it's very, very good. Chain Lightning I like. Bitter Blossom is interesting. It gets a lot better when there's less power, because, I mean, this card, it can win games on its own. I think, let's see, there's a lot of clunky things. I'm a sucker for some Chain Lightning. Let's just take it. I love drafting Burn. If it's not open, that's fine. But if I could go into a deck that plays Chain Lightning is what I'm interested in. We could stay open and take Ralgrin Triome, which is probably what I'm interested in doing. I love Gifts Ungiven. Grafted Wargear is actually a pretty strong card too. It's a kind of a sacrifice outlet, or it is a sacrifice outlet, but it's kind of weird. But it just like makes your creatures enormous. But I like having the mana. Given that I just take Rogrin Triumph, I would much prefer to have Prismatic Ending. But they're both kind of similar. Like you can use them to, spend like 1 or 2 mana to kill a small thing. So I'm not too upset about that. I do love a Hard Evidence. I could take Nahiri. This card's a very good like 5-color control card. I don't know how good that archetype is in this cube. And I could just, if I wanted to play it safe, take a Goblin Crater Maker. There's some artifacts that are worth killing, and this is just removal on a body a lot of the time. But I think Nahiri is fairly strong, actually. We'll do that. This is Forest Island Mountain. Okay, well, I'm going to take Path to Exile. Good removal is good removal. Hard to... Well, actually, Dismember is good, too. But sometimes you just need to exile a thing. Dismember, the reason for taking that is if I do end up in, like, mono red, it's a card I could just put in my deck, but Path to Exile is a card I would splash alongside Nahiri in quite a few decks, and it looks like white might be open. I like drafting white, so I'll just take the better card for now. And there is a chance Dismember comes around. I think people tend to not value that card as highly as it should be, because it's very premium removal in any color. So you're always able to play it, essentially, which is a really important characteristic because you're just like guaranteed to use that pick in your deck. Okay, we could take Seachrome Coast. That lets us go like blue and stuff. I could take Grim Lavamancer. I could take Wrath of God. That is actually a pretty good enabler with what I have going on. The problem is there's so many good cards in this pack that I would want. Like Wrath of God, Shark Typhoon, Seachrome Coast, Flicker Wisp, Abrade even are all quite good. So I think I'm gonna take the least replaceable. I have yet to try and draft control in this cube. Mardu or like Jeskai control is a very fun archetype for me, so let's see if it's a thing, see if it's good, and see if it's open. Alright, there's a control magic. It is double blue, which is kind of hard. Talisman of Dominance, Stomping Ground makes some fetches better, but we are very white based. We could take Elish Norn. The card's hard to ramp into though. Although I guess we do have Nahiri the Harbinger, so you can like ultimate into her. You return them to hand, right? Yeah. That's something. I mean, she's a pretty good finisher. Talisman helps us ramp and fix our mana, but it's like blue-black, which is the two colors we're not particularly looking to be. Otherwise, we can... You know what? Let's just take Stomping Ground. I'm here to draft a 5-color deck. I know I said I was drafting Disciplined, but then fun stuff started happening, and then I had to take the fun cards. Seal of Fire, Grave Titan, Blooming Marsh, Emery. Daze is interesting. Right now I have the Triome. So that's definitely an option, but I think Seal of Fire, just killing early creatures is really important in nonsense decks like this. Ooh, there's a Tundra. That helps with blue. Yeah, we'll take this Tundra. I'm just focusing on mana for the first pack. If you can be the one who like establishes yourself as like the 5-color drafter and you get all the fixing pack 1, people will slowly kind of file into monocolored or like less ambitious decks because they don't have all the fixing. Most of the time. Some people take the ambitious cards and then the fixing, which is not the right way to do it. So if you have someone like that in your draft, you could train wreck. But you can pivot because you have all the fixing into like a bunch of different decks. But if you take all the fixing most of the time, other people are going to see that there's no fixing, go into more streamlined decks, and then you can pick up all the cool multicolored cards that come around. Like a Grim Flayer. I could take a Bitter Blossom, but I think by feeling a Thran Dynamo control, because Murder's Rider being double costed makes it hard. Grimflayer's in black, which is pretty rough. I think I'm going to take Thran Dynamo. Maybe Elish Norn comes around and I can cast her. There's an Overgrown Tomb. Gifts Ungiven or Emrakul. I'm interested in Overgrown Tomb. This makes some of my fetches quite a bit better too. Intuition I don't love. I could take Pentad Prism. It's not a very good control card. I think I might just play Murderous Redcap for value. You know, just like enters the battlefield, does 2 damage to a thing, kills it. We can take Spire Bluff Canal. We do get a Flicker Wisp, but I think I'm just going to take a Braid. I really wish that Ancient Spring was like a playable magic card. Ooh, there's a control magic. Okay. And there's an Emery. I'm not playing Emery. So Emery, Thread, Dynamo are my sketchy cards. Control magic. My fixing's actually getting maybe good enough. We really need to prioritize fetch lands. I'm actually going to sort them by good lands and then lands without the basic types. That way I don't get like confused about which colors I can and cannot fetch. There's a Bloodstained Mire. This actually is an interesting Deathrite Shaman deck, but I think I need the fetch land first. So Bloodstained Mire can grab Triome, Tomb, Stomping Ground. Yeah, that's a lot of colors. Let's just take this. There's a lot of great cards there, but we need to prioritize a couple fetches. Going into your graveyard is pretty big, and then, you know, they just fix for so many colors. We could take Kolagon's Command. That's a pretty strong one. There's also Rip Apart. And then I could take like Adderker Wastes or Sheevan Reef, but I think Kolagon's Command and Rip Apart are 2 cards that I'm willing to go for. I also don't know, is Niv Mizzet in this cube? I don't know. That would be, if it is, then that would be so much fun. I hope it is. I guess we'll find out. Here we have Arid Mesa. There is Grove of the Burn Willows. There was Punishing Fire in one of the other packs, but I think we just have to take the fixing when we can get it. As unfortunate as it is, that's the cost you pay when drafting a deck like this, is you have to spend a lot of picks making sure your mana works out. But right now our mana is looking pretty nice. Like, we can splash a lot of random nonsense. There's a Sacred Foundry. We are kind of base red-white, and both of our fetches can grab it. So this kind of cements our fixing, and now I can start focusing on playables for the time being. You really want like 10 to like 13 dual lands, and we have 8 right now. So it's actually not so bad. Like, we only need like 2 more in the rest of the draft. If we could get more, obviously that would be better, but we have 10 playables right now, so we need to be a bit more proactive with that. What's the last card? Emery? Yeah, unfortunately Emery doesn't do anything here. There's Mana Tithe, Urza's Saga, Rakdos Cackler. I think Mana Tithe is just the pick. This card is insane. People like meme on it and say it's bad, but I like every time I draft it and play it, it's so good. Especially because it's in white. It's a color that people don't like think about. They don't see it coming. They don't play around it. Ooh, Steam Vents really helps too. Is there any card that's more important? Ian Kieran, not really. I'll take a Steam Vents. But yeah, it's just, they never see it coming. It's great. We can take Flame Slash or Fatal Push. Fatal Push is kind of good. Pest Infestation is interesting too, but I have a lot of red fixing. I'll take the Flame Slash. Now we can take Temple Garden, Inkwell, Firestorm. I mean, Phantasmal Image is pretty good too, but I think I'll just pick up this Temple Garden. So we're like very solidly Naya. I think black is the color we have the least of. In fact, if we don't play this Overgrown Tomb, we have like 0 black. Ooh, Elspeth Sun's Champion is exactly the type of card you need to finish in a deck like this. Deathrite Shaman is interesting. We have like ridiculous mana for it, impulse and stuff, but we need some high impact big plays, and Elspeth Sun's Champion does that. I like Rip Apart quite a bit. This kills most things. You can even hit Planeswalkers with it, which I honestly just noted now, and you could mill your whole deck with Hermit Druid if we wanted to draft a deck like that, but I think we're just going to take Rip Apart. Charter Course I would be interested in, but I don't really have creatures to attack with, so that's fine. Right now we just have Kolagon's Command to get back Murder's Redcap, which actually sounds like a lot of fun. Ooh, Jace Vryn's Prodigy. That one's interesting. There's also a Shatter Skull Smashing, which just does a ton of stuff. I think I'm going to take this Jace. I mean, Shriekmaw is interesting too, but Jace, if I can flip him, does so much. There's an Expressive Iteration. This deck is looking really sweet. Magmatic Channeler, I don't like as much in this deck. I think this Battlefield Forge is pretty good, so I will take the fixing. This actually, oddly enough, could be a Thing in the Ice deck. So I'm interested in that. I love Scalding Tarn. Zealous Conscripts, Talisman of Conviction is okay. I'm actually not so much of a ramp deck, so I don't need that so much. It's mostly Zealous Conscripts that I'm looking at here. But at the moment, we now have... I think we're going to get enough playables. Let's just get perfect mana. Now I have very good mana. Elspeth Knight-Errant. I could take a Dragonlord Atarka. I have Plateau, but I already have Sacred Foundry, so it's less necessary. There is also Sylvan Library. This is a pretty good early play. I have a lot of fetches, so I can kind of guarantee that I'm getting the best draws. And as far as green sources go, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources. Yeah, because I need a little bit more card advantage in this deck, and Elspeth Knight-Errant is like not really the planeswalker you want to win with. She's okay. Oh, I like 3-Bit Inspector and Verdant Catacombs. I have 12 right now, so I have 18 playable, so I think I do need to take this 3-Bit Inspector. It's pretty good. I mean, it blocks and it trades for a card, so hard to be too mad about that. Ooh, Supreme Verdict, Sheldock Isle. So I already have Wrath of God. Could take like Lose Focus. This is return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less. So I don't have that many things to get back with that. Verdict is okay. Sheldock is pretty good, but I actually don't have too much card draw, so Sheldock is not incredible. Mentor is a win condition. I have Path, Chain Lightning, Flame Slash, so I could like stabilize, play Monastery Mentor, and then just go off. I think that's probably more important than the second Wrath effect. So I'll just take that. Gitaxian Probe. I mean, I could go with like Pestermite stuff. I don't think I need to. Prismari Command. 2 damage any target. Draw 2, discard 2, make it treasure. I'm just going to take Probe. Probe is a good card. Oh, that's a win con. Oh my gosh. It's not great, but it is a win con. I'm going to take it. I love Approach. Opt. Retrofitter Foundry is interesting. Dak Faden's interesting. Savai Triumph. I don't actually need that much. I think it's between the Foundry and Opt. Retrofitter Foundry, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can make a 1/1 flyer every turn. I think I'm just going to take this Opt. It's pretty good with Monastery Mentor and all that. Ooh, Timeless Dragon. You can plane cycle this and then eternalize it. Yeah, I like that. Again, there's a bunch of Kiki combo stuff going around. I genuinely don't think it's that good in Cube. People can disagree, and that's fine, but I think I would prefer to just play high impact cards that, I don't know, like if you don't happen to draw these 2 cards, your deck's not that good. We have 23 playables, so I could just take a Lava Claw Reaches, actually. Just put the win conditions in my deck, but this card is pretty good mana fixing. So I could just play fewer lands. Thirst for Knowledge. I don't have any artifacts to discard, really. So, you know, if I'm really struggling, I can take Master of Death. Here we could take our Plateau. And I want Supreme Verdict to come around. That would be pretty useful. But this deck is looking really spicy. Sylvan Library helps us find Approach once we've cast it already. I think I'm going to get rid of Thran Dynamo. Ancient Stone Idol. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature. So if they attack with 3 creatures, it's a 7 mana, 7 cost. I mean, better than everything else. So I'll take that. Llanowar Wastes gives me green-black. I don't think I would play this double splash card. I'll just take that. There's Pestermite. Prismari Command is actually fairly good. Carplucent Forest is fairly good. And the Lumberjack. So someone took our Wraths. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm playing the Stone Idol. And this is 24 playables with Gitaxian Probe, Opt, Sylvan Library. Is there anything what I want to slide in that I don't have in? The only one I'm interested in potentially is Ancient Stone Idol as another win condition, because if you get attacked for like 3 or 4 creatures, you flash this in, but you need like 6 mana available. Yeah, I don't think I'm going with that. It is cool. 12/12 Trample is huge. I guess I can get it off Nahiri, but I can also just get Timeless Dragon or something. So we get 2 basics. This fixing is incredible. So in terms of red fixing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red sources. That's plenty. White, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. Blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bloodstained Mire get blue? Yes. 6, 7 blue sources? I mean, what's this deck is so good. I need like 1 black source. Right now I have Overgrown Tomb is my single black source. Do I want to run a single swamp? It would be just for Kolaghan's command. I can cast it off Prismari command treasure as well. No, I think I'll just keep the Overgrown Tomb. I think I'm just going to run it like this. My deck is basically red-white. The very light blue splash. I love it. I actually really like this deck. We'll see how it does. See you guys at round 1. Oh, right, we're playing against Chauncey J. Look at this beautiful fixing. I'm going to keep this one. We get to go turn 1 Chain Lightning, turn 2 JVP. Potentially, depending on what they're doing. If they duress my Jace, that's worse. If they kill my Jace, that's worse. Oh, opponent says you too. See, this is the classiness that I respect. Let's just play this tapped. I could hold up Path, but I don't feel like pathing on turn 2 is something that I'm going to do super often. So I'm not really going to risk my mana on it. Okay. Now I might think that's something I want to do. So they can reanimate. As long as it's not Iona, that's okay, I guess. I guess I can Chain Lightning the Una's Prowler and then see what's going to happen. I don't really want to play Jace in the face of this because they could reanimate something super scary. Oh, or that. Okay. Let's play Scalding Tarn. We can fetch kind of whatever we want. Okay, Inquisition. I mean, that can hit a lot. They probably take Jace. I kind of regret not playing him. But there are so many ways that letting that go through could be bad for me that I think it was worth it. They could also take Monastery Mentor because that card's kind of scary too. But there's a lot of spice over there. I'll keep the chat window open for a bit. Because one of the most fun parts about Magic, or just playing any game in general, is talking to your opponents. Like, that is one thing that's definitely lost on Magic Online that's super disappointing, because just playing in person is so much more fun. So, you know, I don't mind chatting with people. They take Path. That's actually pretty scary. Then they play Chart a Course. Now they're just going to reanimate some big nonsense. Oh, they discard Opposition. Okay. At this point, I guess I'm going to take Jace. What colors do I need? I have double red, blue, white. I guess I'm just going to grab the Rogran Triumph. Or I can grab Stomping Ground. Right? Stomping Ground is my only source of green. I have Sylvan Library as my only green card, though. I'm going to grab the Triumph. I don't really want to draw any tapped lands. There's Approach. So let's play around Daze. Do I want to play Mentor or Jace? I kind of like Jace. Because Mentor without another spell to cast is pretty weak. Jace has to untap anyway. Oh, something good to note is, no. Okay, well, I'm glad I guess this went through and they didn't kill my Mentor, I think. I don't actually know what's better. Goodbye, Jace. Land, please, untapped. Perfect. Let's go Murderous Redcap, kill Vraska. The opponent is also on the 3-color control. I guess 3 colors is a lot less than 5, but as far as they know, I'm only on 3. I just have absolutely perfect mana base. Oh, please don't be Mind Twist. Ugh. Okay. That's tough. Approach is gone. Mentor is gone. Rip Apart, I'm less sad about. I don't have many win cons left. You know what? Wrath of God is not terrible. It gives me insulation. If they're playing opposition, they're probably playing a lot of creatures. So there could be a board state where I end up wrathing and just recoup that Mind Twist card disadvantage. They're not doing anything either. Did they even play land? They did. Okay. Okay. Arid Mesa means I can get green. Hit for 2. They have Torrential. Oh, they have Swift End. Okay. Comes back, does 1 to their face. I mean, they have 1 card in hand and they use Murderous Rider on a Murderous Redcap. Game respect game, I guess. They're both murderous. This guy has a much bigger nose, though. And a lot more blood on his knife. So, I guess I'll let you be the judge of who's more murderous. I actually think I do want to fetch end of turn. Do I? I guess I can't get black mana with Arid Mesa. So, there's no point in doing that. Getting Kolaghan's command would be very good. But I think we probably just want a Temple Garden. This mana base is so beautiful. I love it so much. Draw step, click. Okay, so if they don't take Wrath of God, then I control magic the Vendilion click. If they can take control magic, then I can wrath the board. So actually both cases are good for me. This is the beauty of having a deck full of cards that are just solid. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Let's just Wrath now. And we don't attack with the red cap because they would just gain life off the... Oh, it's gone. Right, Murderous Rider goes to the bottom. Okay, so if they drew a counterspell this turn, land's a bad draw, but otherwise lands and spells are both good. And, like, there's no reason to play around. You know, they drew one card. Yeah. Yeah, get him, Elspeth. Get him. Nice. Okay, we beat a lot of stuff there. Like, a lot of stuff. Yeah, run it back. Oh, man. If I had a single island, I would keep this hand. Well, let me think about this. I am on the draw. I have Taxian Probe, plus I have essentially 2 draw steps to hit a land. No. Yeah, this hand's just better. We can get rid of Stomping Ground. Then Bloodstained Mire is going to grab... Oh no, they know about the Tithe! Unacceptable. Honestly though, I can just play Mana Tithe as like hold up white. Every spell they cast costs 1 more if I want to. And they're not playing anything turn 1, okay? Alright, that's a lot of land. Let's see what you got going on over there. Survival of the Fittest Demonic Tutor. Alright, so their hand is terrible. And Tithe is just going to make it so slow. I will Tithe. So it looks like they are playing some type of Reanimator. I'll probably just Tithe Survival if they cast it turn 2. The Watergrave tapped. Mentor is good. Guess I'm going to play Bloodstained Mire. That way I can fetch up tapped land and not have to shock. They drew Verdant Catacomb, so I know all their hand except 1 card. Survival resolves. They don't really have a creature, though. So, like, even though they know about Mana Tithe, which does make it substantially worse, let's get Overgrown 2. It's still not that big of a deal. So this enters untapped only this turn. I mean, their hand is Demonic Tutor, 2 unknowns. I think I'm just going to do this. Right, they can survival for like a Shriek Maw, but then I have Kolaghan's Command. And if they don't survival for a Shriek Maw, then I have Kolaghan's Command with Mentor in play, which is just even better. This only goes bad if they have Vraska, but I know 4 of the 6 cards in their hand, so it's like not super likely they have Vraska. And this also plays around Vendilion Click quite a bit better, which is something they could easily fetch up with survival. Chart a Course. Okay, I mean, if they have Chart a Course plus Reanimate, you got me. But they could do that around Mana Tithe anyway. Okay, so they've played Swamp. Their deck is kind of spicy. The opposition is confusing. Collective Brutality, killing that. Wow. That was disgusting. I don't have many draws to get out of this now. Prismari Command. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. Target player creates a treasure, destroy target artifact. So I think I'm going to play Tundra. And we're just going to Prismari Command, probably discard this Mana Tithe. Again, the haters of Mana Tithe, it would have been good if they didn't see it. I think that's true of any like counter days or whatever. And it still could be limiting their mana, right? If they want a Demonic Tutor for a reanimation spell, they can't quite get there. But finding out what reanimation spell they do have will be very useful. We let them tutor. Okay, it's just reanimate. That's fine. They lose a bunch of life. If they pay 7, I can kill them. I think they're going to attack before they pay 7. So I think I have to Prismari Command here. 2 damage to them. Draw 2, discard 2. Red, blue. I need blue. I was really hoping they'd get super greedy and just instant speed pay. I draw Wrath, so we can discard, have double blue, but I want to have Wrath of God plus Mana Tithe available, so I'm going to discard Steam Vents Mountain. And then I can Wrath. They cannot draw cards off Griselbrand. Put this untapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrath. Okay. We stabilized for now. They're at 7 life. Problem is they've survival of the fittest and a bunch of cards in hand. Ooh. Alright, Leavold is annoying. Fortunately, I don't have too much that draws cards. Honestly, I'll take that. Go Arid Mesa, control magic. Your Leovold. They draw a card. Last turn. I could have saved control magic for a Gristlebrand type thing, but I can tell because they didn't use survival that Leovold is probably the best card in their deck in that position, so getting rid of him seems useful. They're discarding Ulamog. I don't know. Maybe that was bad. Maybe I just wait for them to reanimate Gristlebrand and then just get them. They grab Venser. Oh, and they're playing around Mana Tithe. Well done. Let's fetch to thin my deck a bit. I guess I'm gonna grab Stomping Ground. This mana base though. Like a Braid. Let's attack for 3. Interesting. They're taking the 3. They fall to 4 life. They're gonna play Venser probably end of turn so that I draw the card. Oh, that's actually clever. So I can't sorcery speed use the card I draw. Oh, weird. Targeting control magic. I draw. That's a very strange one. I actually don't mind getting back control magic. The question is, do I want to abrade the Leovold now? I think if I abrade Leovold, control magic falls off. So do I want to give them 1 extra card? I think so. So they do that. Maybe I just hold up abrade to do on their turn. It's just a weird play. Unless they do that into Mind Twist. Oh no. Yep. Alright. That makes more sense. So we can abrade Leovold. Yeah, I mean, this is another case of them knowing that I have Mana Tithe makes it bad. I guess I may as well Mana Tithe them. And I don't want to cycle this Triome, because I'm just going to have to discard whatever I draw. They have 2 cards in hand, just a Venser. I think a Timeless Dragon. So this is lethal. They only have 2 cards in hand. And they've already used Demonic Tutor. I think they've used every card in their hand that I know about. This has been quite the game, though. Very back and forth. And even if they kill this, I still get a 5/5. Discard Una's Prowler. I don't think... Oh, no, they used Reanimate. Okay. Hopefully they don't have too much more in terms of, like, reanimation stuff. But they have, like, a 6 or 7% chance to draw it, if they do. Myr Battlesphere. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that does not save them, so if they're just casting more Battlesphere, I do win. The last card is Bone Shards. Ah, alright, they had it. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm glad I did not do that. So I get to Eternalize this. I have Flame Slash. 1. I just need to survive this turn and make sure I have red available. We get a 4/4 Dragon. Myr Battlesphere is going to not kill me. I don't want to kill the Venser because that lets them bounce stuff. They have no cards in hand. So they're going to attack with Myr Battlesphere and tap these Myr. So that's going to be 7. It's going to do 3 to my face, so I'll go to 7 and it'll have 7 power. If I kill this, then I don't have to chump block. So now they have to top deck an answer. Right? Because this attacks as a 6/6 and it's going to do 6 damage. Or no, it's going to do 2 damage to me. So I'll go to 8. I block Venser. And I go to 2 life and then I kill them. Their Myr Battlesphere play was pretty clever though. So this is a forced block here. Is Timeless Dragon lethal? Yeah! Oh my gosh, that was great. Whew, okay, round 1 down. See you guys next round. Ooh, boy, look at this beautiful hand. I'm keeping this. This deck thrives on the draw. This deck dies on the draw. Esper Sentinel. Okay, here we go. We could play the Triome. I mean, I can take a couple hits from this and then just cast Wrath of God and give them 1 card. If this is Thalia, though, I'm very dead. Bone Splitter. Okay, I think we're just gonna Flame Slash that. Oh! Wow, that's spicy. Okay. So they get to draw a card. Esper Sentinel's a good card. They can't daze me, so let's kill this. They draw a card. I will not pay 3. I had the mana ready, but then they went and made it difficult. No, I will not pay the mana. You get to draw. It dies. So, not a great exchange for me. I took 3 damage and they drew a card. They like Blightning to me, basically. Yikes. Okay, Stoneforge it is. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, that one I don't... Ooh, what is going on here? There's too much. All right, let's fetch. I'm leaning towards Tundra. Yeah, that lets me opt right now. That seems good. Chain Lightning. So, do I want to Chain Lightning? Do I want to take a hit off Sword of Fire and Ice? I think I want to bottom this one. GVP is very good. Sacred Foundry. So, it's probably worth... Basically, I'm debating if I want to hold up Path. That requires me taking 2 extra damage. Because they're just going to deposit Sword and then equip it if they have a land. So I think we're going to play this one tapped. Past turn. Because actually, yes, that's right. I don't have to cycle Timeless Dragon to have 4 mana next turn. I drew the 4th land, so now I can play either Path or Timeless Dragon. This seems great to me. Just Thraben Inspector, no equip, even Bone Splitter? I'm on board with this. Oh, they have Mana Tithe. Okay. Alright, they definitely have Mana Tithe. I mean, I could just cast the Timeless Dragon. Sword of Fire and Ice doesn't protect them from that. Okay, let's do that. Thinking they can Mana Tithe me and whatnot. Play this untapped. Play Jace. Then we can Swords whatever creature they equip the Sword of Fire and Ice, or Path whatever creature they equip the Sword of Fire and Ice to. Playing around Mana Tithe, then Flashback Path. Oh. Huh. Not what I was expecting. But I guess I'll let it happen. They have like a Caldera Complete or something. Heirloom Blade, what even is that? Whenever equipped creature gets +3/+1, whenever it dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library. You reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with it. Honestly, I never was expecting Ephemerate Stoneforge. Heirloom Blade seems kind of bad. Okay. Let's path this one. So the no equip Bone Splitter also tells me they maybe had Ephemerate and Mana Tithe. So I just have to be a bit wary of that. So I would like to draw a land if possible. Oh, they path my Jace. Okay. Now I don't know what they have. I have 3 white but only 2 red, so I'm gonna grab a mountain. Ooh, perfect. Let's red cap the Stoneforge. Pass turn. Then if they play something and equip Sword of Fire and Ice to it, like a Selfless Spirit, that's gonna be a little bit troublesome. Yeah. The Selfless Spirit has protection. I guess because they have Selfless Spirit, I just want a Wrath here. Right? Because if they play other creatures, they could just trade Selfless Spirit from Wrath at any point. So this is always going to be the trade that I get the opportunity to make. So I might as well just do it when it's on curve and convenient for me. And hope that they play a 4-drop creature. Vizier of Remedies. Yeah, this sword is becoming kind of annoying. Now they're equipping. So I can play Timeless Dragon and block. I can also just play a Thraben Inspector. So because I have the opportunity to Thraben Inspector, I think I'm an Expressive Iteration. That way I can hit my land drops. Oh, Rip Apart on Sword. That works too. 1 card into my hand. I guess I want Rip Apart in my hand, Temple Garden in play. Bottom is the Thing in the Ice. And then exile this. So red, white. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, Sword of Fire and Ice. Play Temple Garden untapped. Play Thraben Inspector. And now, like, yeah. The sword was moderately problematic, but it doesn't do anything anymore. And now I could just control magic their best creature. Unless they have a persist combo. Oh wow, humans is a thing in this. That's kind of fun. They have a 6/3, a 2/2, and a 1/1. I think I do just chump block with Murderous Redcap. And then I can just control magic the Vizier. Or I could just do that. Seems pretty good. Cast Elspeth, make some tokens. This deck is really sweet. No attacks. Hero of Bladehold. Ooh, that's a good one to control magic. The human synergies are pretty spicy though that they have. So we triple block. Oh, they're just swinging out. Okay. Well, I think this is actually not so bad. We can do this and then just chump chump. Then we control magic the hero and the game pretty much ends there, I imagine. Interesting. They didn't even want to crack Silent Clearing. That tells me their last card may or may not be something good. So Battlefield Forge, and I think Control Magic is more important for now than Casting Approach. Uptake Elspeth. Last turn. Because Elspeth is going to win the game in like 2 turns. Heirloom Blade, that's right. I knew about that one. They're like mono white humans. That's kind of awesome. So they can attack, but I will just chump block. I don't even want to, right? This is just when it dies. Attacking me there. So I can block here and then triple block their Vizier. And I just don't want to let them get cards off Thales Lieutenant. Figure of Destiny. Oh. Okay. That's a problem. Can this kill me? This becomes an 8-8. It's going to be an 11-11 next turn. No, they don't have enough mana for that. So let's crack our clue. Steam Vents, okay. Oh wait, they made this pretty easy, right? Guess I just Seal of Fire. So they do get some value off the Heirloom Blade, that's okay. They get, what is this? Put that card in your hand, the rest in the bottom of your order in any... Oh, right, because it's a Kithkin, so I just got to see their entire deck. Blade Splicer, Kithian, Elite Spellbinder, Mother Runes. So they don't actually have Mana Tide. They were legitimately just holding up Ephemerate. Alright. Make soldiers. 1, 2, 3. I guess I don't... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just play Timeless Dragon. I've seen their whole deck, so I know what they can top deck. Okay. They are just straight up creatures. Ancient Stone Idol is probably still just bad. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's got a hand, one of the hands with a rare basic land in it. But we can fetch up... Oh, Temple Garden probably is the correct play, because then I can grab Steam Vents off Bloodstained Mire. Play this. Probably just going to crack a clue next turn, to be honest, off a mountain. On a Fenza. Okay. Chain Lightning. I could just do that. But yeah, let's just kill this. Playing this early is pretty scary. I'm playing off curve here, but I think it's fine because I can save Wrath for the really scary cards. Like, okay, they know about the Wrath. But if I didn't Chain Lightning, then they would just take Wrath of God. Oh, that's wild. They just left me with Wrath? Okay, let's play Bloodstained Mire and attack. The downside here is if I want to... Ooh, Rishiden Port is interesting. Ollie's Lieutenant pumps him up. Okay. I think I probably want to just Kolaghan's Command this and make them discard. So I have to grab Overgrown Tomb to do that, but that seems probably okay. Target player discards a card, 2 damage to any target. You discard 2 damage there. They go down to 2 cards in hand? Seems good to me. Then they're going to port me on upkeep and I can crack the clue using the mana they target. I cast my 1 black card in my deck. I draw a Monastery Mentor and a blue source. Oh. Yeah, we'll shock for that. Shocking for Sylvan Library is a bit sketchy, but we really want to hit mana on curve. So we'll do it. Stoneforge Mystic grabs Sword of Fire and Ice probably. I mean, I guess Heirloom Blade makes it so that they never run out of cards. Okay, Sword of Fire and Ice is pretty bad against what I have in play. And they know about Prismari Command, so this is going to end pretty poorly for them, I imagine. If I can find a blue source, that is. There's the blue mana. I honestly like a lot of these. I think I'm gonna take 3 plus 4 is 7. I'm gonna go down to 6 life. That seems like plenty. Pay 4 to keep in hand. Player and Mesa. I know that they have Ephemerate in their deck. I could just cast Wrath of God, but then I'm not fetching for Steam Vents. Oh no, I'm fetching for Plateau. What I could do, which I think I like the most, is Arid Mesa for Plateau, and then I Monastery Mentor into Rip Apart killing the sword. And then I just have like infinite stuff in play. Let me make sure I have, or not Plateau, Tundra, sorry. Tundra, Mentor, Rip Apart the sword, red, white. Get a monk token. And then I'm doing that now because Prismari Command is immune to Rishiden Port because it's instant speed. So like I could just cast it if they try and port down my blue. Heliod's Suncrowned is fine. I guess they can give one of their creatures lifelink. Okay. See if they port me down. Okay. Ooh, Murderous Redcap is really nice. Easy ability, yes. So I can cast Expressive Iteration into red cap. So I just put these on top. And if they do that, I guess I can just cast Opt. I honestly don't really care. I think I'm gonna do 2 damage to the Stoneforge, and I'm gonna create a treasure token. I need blue. But this Rishadan port is being annoying. I will give them that. Main phase, attack them like this for 5. Mother of Runes, gonna die to... Ooh, Bone Splitter's a little bit scary. Good thing I have Murderous Red Cap. So I'll double block the Thalia's Lieutenant here. And then because I have the treasure token, they can't stop me from getting Murderous Red Cap going. This attack seems a bit odd, because their only shot at winning this is by getting Mother of Runes plus Bone Splitter attacks in. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. Well, they can't even port me down now. Draw additional cards, yes. So I'm gonna put these on top. Then we go Expressive Iteration. They have no cards in hand? Yeah, we got this. So put 1 card into my hand, that'll be Plains. Put 1 card on the bottom, that'll be the Forest. Exile this. Play this. Then I can go red, black, this. Murderous Red Cap. Kill this. Hit you for a bunch. And I can even opt if I need to. I can use Wrath of God to buff out my Monastery Mentor tokens. Alright, see you guys in the finals with this absurd mana base. See you guys there. Alright, we're here in the finals playing against the Brooks. Other opponents who like have fun. One day someone will say it back. I think round 1 opponent did. Yeah, I'll keep this. Sylvan Library Control Magic is pretty good. So I'm gonna Bloodstained Mire turn 1, I think. That protects me from Strip Mine Wasteland. It also thins my deck because I don't really want to draw too many more lands. Unfortunately, I do have to fetch, because Sylvan Library is pretty good with fetch lands. Global Hierarch. Do I kill that, or do I play Sylvan Library? I guess I'll fetch and see what I hit. So I can grab Overgrown Tomb or Stomping Ground. I have plenty of red, so we're going to get the black mana. Plains. I think I'm going to Sylvan Library. I'm going for max greed. I got only slightly punished because now I can use a Braid on the Legion War Boss. I do take 2 damage though. Draw extra. Rip Apart and Elspeth. Okay, let's put this on top and put this on top. I'm not going to pay life here. And I think I just want to place defense tapped. And I want to abrade the Legion War Boss. But I guess I'll wait and see what happens. I can do it during their main phase. Okay, they're just doing that. So 3 damage to you. If they do nothing, I can actually control magic the Hierarch and then cast Elspeth the following turn. That seems pretty sweet. Top 3, approach. I want Elspeth in my hand, so I'm just gonna top and then top. And we're going for it. Let's just control magic the ignoble Hierarch. Or I guess I take the Elvish Mystic. Either way, I'm taking 2 damage from attackers. I'm gonna take this. This gives them black mana if they need it for some reason. And then I have Elspeth Sun's Champion and Approach of the Second Sons. They didn't even tap it for mana. That's awesome. Don't like 5 mana. Vivian, Monsters Accolade. Make a beast. Okay. Yeah. Vivian interacts favorably with Elspeth. That is Vigilance. I guess Elspeth makes a 3/3, Vivian makes a 3/3, so I can trade every turn. But it's not great. You may look at the top card of your library and cast creature spells from the top of your library. Put this on top and 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go 6 here, and then this will be land 7. Go Plains, Elspeth. Make things. Unfortunately, she only kills stuff with power 4 or greater, not 3 or greater. But she is very susceptible. They are playing black. I knew it. Tarmogoyf. It's a 3/4. If I cast Rip Apart, it will become a 4/4, so I could use Elspeth to kill it. Just making Vigilance Beasts. Okay. So far, I'm okay with this. Attack Elspeth with just that, I will triple block. Actually, do I even want a triple block? Yeah, probably. They're not making trample tokens. Draw more. Timeless Dragon, I think I'll probably keep in hand. Elspeth's gonna make tokens. Do I just want to cast the Timeless Dragon? Actually, that just kind of shuts down their Vivian. Play the Scalding Tarn, pass turns. It puts me one turn behind on approach, but I can kill Vivian with Timeless Dragon plus Rip Apart, because they're going to +1 here most likely. Okay. Choop killing Dragon is a bit annoying, but I could just get it back. It does become a 4/4, so it's not the best. They make a beast. They should be giving it trample, because vigilance doesn't matter. Okay, so they're giving it reach, so I think now we're going to lean more on approach of the second sun. All attacking Elspeth, so we're going to block these random creatures, and then chump block one of them. And I do want to fetch the Triome. Deep Step, draw. Ooh, Expressive Iteration I like. The Taxing Probe, Kolagon's Command. Okay, so Timeless Dragon's Eternalized cost 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think probably my game plan here is going to be like Eternalized Timeless Dragon, cast Rip Apart on the Beast with Reach. I think. Or I can just cast Approach of the Second Sun. And then I will be like triple chump blocking with Elspeth. And then if I survive a turn, I'm good to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I tap over approach. Elspeth makes 3 blockers. They go here, here, and here. She goes up to 4 down to 2. That doesn't seem so bad. And then I just find a Wrath very quickly. Okay, let's go with that game plan. So we're putting Kolagon's Command on top. I'm not going to pay any life here. On top. Then we just cast approach. And then I should be able to find it next turn, so they have to kill me in 1 turn here. Because I have Sylvan Library plus Expressive Iterations coming down. I'm not going to Gitaxian Probe. Finding a Wrath of God would be very helpful as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, down-ticking Vivian, I don't like that. The Ragtusk, search your library for a creature with less mana value, okay. Ooh, Rankle is spicy. Looks like Elspeth is probably dying. And birds off the top. I think I need to find a Wrath of God here. Rankle's attacking Elspeth. Me. Wait. It seems like not... Okay. I chump all of these. I take 2 damage here, and Elspeth stays alive. I'm okay with that. Okay, they evoke Grief, exiling Doretti. Wow, their deck's getting way spicier. Do they take my Rip Apart, maybe? I'm glad I kept the good cards hidden under Sylvan Library. They probably wanted to start with Evoking Grief to know what's going on. The top 2, yes. So I have 4 blockers. 1, 2. And I'm going to rip apart this. So block. So I think I could just pay 8 life here and go down to 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Or no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2. If they kill one of my blockers, I guess I take 5. This... I guess I could just pay the life next turn, right? Because this is going to exile, go through the top 3. I think you need to pay some amount of life here. Rip apart, Expressive Iteration, Kolagon's Command. I'll pay to keep this in my hand. Then I'll put this one on top. Okay. So we're going to start by activating Elspeth. Then we Expressive Iteration. And I still have triple white. So let's do this. Monastery, Mentor, Opt, Temple Garden. Ooh. I think I'm just going to go with Mentor plus Opt. I'm going to put Opt into my hand. Oh, wait. No. I need to rip apart the Rankle. Because that card can do a lot of damage. So I need to go Monastery, Mentor, here, plus rip apart. So I'm going to put this card into my hand. Put this card on the bottom. Exile this one. Then I play the Mentor. This is white. This is red. So I play Mentor. Then I rip apart 3 damage, 2 Rankle, white, red. Get another blocker. They have no cards in hand. And I get to just opt into Approach of the Second Sun. I guess if I can find an untapped land. I think Approach is just on top though. Like I don't think it's a big deal. They played Fauna Shaman off the top of their deck. I think they're dead. Yeah, just the vigilance didn't matter at all. Pro tip, if you're playing in tokens, you want trample. They're swinging at me with everything. Yeah. So it's chump, chump, trade, chump, chump. Hey, they finally chose trample. They listened. So Battlefield Forge. The next one should be Approach. Oh, okay. Put on top. I'm gonna pay to keep this in hand. I don't know if they have like Mana Tithe or something, but cast this. Second time I've cast it. Nice. Oh, that was game 1? Oh my gosh, I thought it was round 2. Okay. All right, that was just game 1. Yeah. All right, run it back. I mean, I have Wrath of God, which is so good in that situation. So I'm not too concerned. I just have to actually find it. Oh, look at this hand. Oh my gosh, this hand is good. We're just gonna hold up Mana Tithe turn 1. Yeah. Then turn 2, I think I'm just gonna play Seal of Fire. That way it's down. I really want to Mana Tithe the Planeswalker or like a Thrag Tusk. Okay, well, you know, now they know about it. Everyone's been seeing my Mana Tithe, which really sucks. I think they take Nahiri. They took Mana Tithe. Okay. You know what? We'll take it. I will take it. So, guess I just hold up a Braid. I don't want to play Seal of Fire because I can next turn play Seal of Fire and hold up a Braid. Taking Mana Tithe is very interesting. Go Seal of Fire. They didn't even take Nahiri. That's the crazy thing. Is this Rankle? What is going on? I don't actually know what's happening. Mind Twist? Ugh, alright. That makes more sense. Oh, they hit all my good stuff. Okay. Yeah, what am I hitting here? I have green. I need white. I guess I just grab this Triumph. It gives me all the colors. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, Mind Twist is a brutal card. I've been Mind Twisted so many times in these leagues and I've still been okay, but that was not fun. They dash Ragavan. Fortunately, I can kill him. Move to beginning of combat. And I can redcap the Fauna Shaman. I mean, this deck really does come back, even when you're flooding reasonably hard. They have days. They could have days. They're not going to have days. If that deck is playing days, I don't even know. Play this tapped. And all we need to do is draw a Planeswalker. They killed one of my good draws in Nahiri. The dragon would be good. I think Sylvan Library is my best draw. I hope my opponent is casting like Duress for 3 mana. Okay. So just shooting my face and grabbing Fauna Shaman passing turn. Not super upset about that one. Play this. Attack. I mean, if they want Fauna Shaman so badly, maybe I'm supposed to Flame Slash it. Ooh, Grist the Hunger Tide. So 1/1 insect and Gutter Bones. Come on. So this only during your turn, only if an opponent lost life. You may sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. So let's attack Grist. And I think I'm holding Plateau Flameslash in hand to play around Rankle. Ooh, and they milled Thragtusk. They've milled Dark Confidant and Thragtusk. That's very good for me. I don't even know how good Fauna Shaman is here anymore. Take 3. Oh, that's pretty good. The problem is they have Grist. It's so stupid that Flame Slash can't hit Planeswalkers. For those who have been helping me make my cube, this is why I like cutting Planeswalkers from the cube. I have Flame Slash and Wrath of God, and none of this does anything to Grist. Who's like, if I can't touch, it's just going to win the game. I mean, I can Flame Slash the Fauna Shaman and then attack Grist down to 1. And I'm like, yeah, alright, let's do that. Flame Slash this. Attack Grist. They chump. That's fine. And we have Plateau in hand in case they play Rankle and make me discard. Uh-oh, they're shocking. What do you got for 6 mana? Yeah, Vivian. Another one that's hard to interact with. They make insects. I mean, they are milling themselves, kind of. And I have all the mana. If I just draw approach into like stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, no rankle for 1 turn. I can cast approach, then I can wrath the board, and then just hit card draw and win. No rankle for 1 turn. 6 mana? What is this? Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh, this could not have gone better. They didn't even downtick Vivian Voracious Hydro to get a rankle to get the last card in my hand, which I feel like they probably wanted to do. So we block here. That's pretty good too. So I guess there's no point in not wrathing or not going for this. Attack Vivian. Grist can just sacrifice a creature to kill a creature, right? Yeah. So we could go for the high variance play of shuffling with timeless. Oh wait, this attack made no sense. I don't keep this anymore. Whoops. Yeah, that attack was stupid. 2, 3, 4. Wrath of God. Yeah, because now I don't have Murderous Redcap in play, who would be somewhat useful. So I think I'm just going to plane cycle this. They hit Legion Warboss off the top. Because, like, I'm not going to survive the 7 turns I need to wait. There's a chance if I plane cycle this, I just... Wow, they draw Rankle? Okay. Wait, so Rankle was on top and they didn't cast Rankle. Alright. I mean, they gave me a chance to win. I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, let's shuffle our library. Grabbing basic planes. Because I imagine they're going to make me discard. All we have to do, hit Approach of the Second Sons off the top. Not a huge ask. Okay, they're going with Trample now. Yeah, this is a hard matchup when they're like doing what they're supposed to be doing. Heard Mesa. Alright, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm dead. You're dead. They can just make a thing with Vivian and then kill my creature with Grist. Run it back. I mean, as long as I can avoid Mind Twist in the early games, Nahiri would have been incredible there. Yeah, I'll keep this. We can Timeless Dragon Plane Cycle for blue. So let's go Temple Garden tapped. Thinking the Ice is quite good. I don't know if I want to play it though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Wrath. At which point do I want to cycle this? I don't think so. There's Mari Command. Maybe I do now. Let's play Overgrown Tomb tapped. They discard Murderous Redcap. Find Ragavan. Ugh. Okay. Ragavan, they dash. Yeah, that's annoying. They hit Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, let's cycle this because I need the blue. Grabbing Tundra. So now I get to go. Do I want to take another hit off Ragavan? Not particularly. I could Eternalize the Dragon. I can just play Thing in the Ice. I can Nahiri exile Fauna Shaman, and then if they want a Ragavan, I guess they just kill Nahiri like that. I don't like that. I think we're just going to play Thing in the Ice. That blocks Ragavan. It kind of incentivizes them to commit more. I don't really mind trading Thing of the Ice with Wrath of God. The problem is if they have Planeswalkers. But we could tick up to Nahiri Ultimate and like grab Jace and then transform Jace. It's just probably my best target there. Oh, they have Grist? Uh-oh. Oh, Liliana. Not so bad. Okay, I have plenty of white, so I'm going to discard a Plains. Yeah, they're just Jund Planeswalkers. They discard Jite. I guess that makes sense. They just cast Ragavan. That worked out pretty nicely, I think. Rip Apart only does 3 damage to a Planeswalker. I mean, yeah, I think I go Rip Apart Liliana. This sucks. Rip Apart Liliana, Prismari Command Liliana. And I have red, white. Yeah, I can do that. White. No. White, red. And then blue, red. Yeah. Rip Apart, 3 damage. There. Prismari Command. Blue, red, this. 2 imaginary target. I make a treasure token. So we kill that. I make a treasure. Last turn. Please don't have Mind Twist. Okay. Just a big Tarmogoyf. We'll block here. Okay, I can go with Nahiri. Exile Fauna Shaman. Then we can path the Tarmogoyf. The thing is now I'm going to set it up so that if I cast Wrath of God, it's going to bounce everything except for Thing in the Ice. And then... oh boy. Attacking Nahiri with both. So we do that, we block here, and we path the Tarmogoyf. It's a bit unfortunate to give them lands, but I think this Thing in the Ice is going to be pretty valuable. They have birds, and then they pass. Let's discard Scalding Tarn. Play Jace? Yeah, okay. If I can flip Jace, that'd be pretty nice. Then the Wrath, like, D synergies don't really matter. Their deck didn't have too much removal. I guess it's just Grist. Ugh, okay. Sorry. Grist or Chupacabra. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Oh my gosh, that's good. And they're attacking Nahiri? Okay, and it only triggers when it hits players. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, this could not have gone that much better. Let's flip Jace. Discard the land. I think I'd probably just start with Wrath. Do I need to Wrath? Yeah. Cast Wrath. Then we can uptick Nahiri, not discard. Uptick Jace. Pass turn. Okay, they have Vivian. Do I have a way to kill Vivian? I guess Monastery Mentor is the answer. Let's discard this land. Oh, that's pretty good too. Yeah, I think I want to play Mentor, and I'm probably going to end up just casting Rip Apart on the Beast. But let's probe them and see what's going on. Ooh, Control Magic is good too. Rankle. Pest Infestation, Aghadeem's Awakening. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rankle is the only one that deals combat damage to a player. Right. So I can downtick Jace here and Rip Apart, or I can uptick Jace and protect myself from Rankle a little bit. Aghadeem's Awakening is going to be kind of a brutal. I think I want to downtick Jace, Rip Apart, kill this. Prowess, prowess, prowess. So now, if they want to Rankle kill Jace, that's not a huge deal, because then I get to go like Control Magic or just Exile Rankle with Nahiri. Both are not so bad. I know what they drew for turn. They make a Beast. Okay. If they attack with Rankle, I think I'm in business. If they attack me with Rankle, I think it's the worst position. Whoa. Alright. You got it. Attack Nahiri. Not what I was expecting, but it is what I will accept. So Nahiri exiles Rankle. We get to Control Magic their Beast. That triggers Mentor. I get to kill Vivian. And they can Pest Infestation my Control Magic, but I still get to kill Vivian, so I don't really care. Attack Vivian, attack them. So their hand is Aghadeem's Awakening, Pest Infestation. Jace is going to uptick on the Beast. And I'm holding land in hand to discard to Nahiri. So they're going to get back 1, 2, 3, just threes. Aghadeem's Awakening is not very good right now. It gets back Ragavan, and that's it. Oh, okay, they played the land. So now it gets back Ragavan and Chupacabra or the Murderous Redcap. Oh, okay. They make 6 pests. That's pretty good. Honestly, I didn't know it could make that many pests. Mana Tithe is actually going to be insane this turn. So Nahir is going to discard Sacred Foundry. Flame Slash is great here. Kill that. Get another token. And then I'm going to Mana Tithe their Aghadeem's Awakening for 4. As long as they don't draw another land. Mana Tithe that. Let's uptick Jace or... Oh, I'm at 3 minutes. I need to go fast. Okay, go ahead. I didn't realize I was at 3 minutes left. I can probably still win this. I just Mana Tithe Aghadeem's Awakening and then get there. Going all out at me, I'll block this one and take 4. Yes. 2 more mana. 1 more mana. Yes, Mana Tithe. Excellent card. Probably going to prompt a concession. I just went from playing like carefully, turn off auto yields. Counter that. None of that nonsense. Oh my gosh, Mana Tithe is so good. Can F6 now. They have one card in hand, and it was worse than Agadeem's Awakening. Plateau, so Jace is going to flash back Prismari Command? No, Flame Slash. Flame Slash this one. Oh my gosh. Stacking triggers is hard. Are they dead? 3. That's 10, 13 damage. They're not dead. Discard Plateau. Draw 3-man Inspector. That's worse than just making a Timeless Dragon. Hit them for a lot. They go to 6. I can F6. Rankle is gone. Yeah, okay. We won the match. Wait, that was the trophy match? I must have lost track of time. I thought that was round 2. Okay, that's probably why I thought it was round 2, because I just crushed everybody else. That is 3 trophies in a row with this cube. This deck was sweet, by the way. Yeah, just this was probably the best mana base I've ever had in a draft, or at least recently. I was talking a little bit of hyperbole. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. I have a second gaming channel too, if you just like watching me. It'll be in the description. Yeah, see you guys soon. Hopefully, I guess I'll do one more and see if I can continue the trophy streak.